everyone, welcome back. It's been a while, but we have a new project here, so I thought it would be a good time to start up the videos again. The project that we had before, the Prowler travel trailer, I actually kind of stopped that a ways back now, probably like a year ago. Whenever that last video was, I stopped working on it pretty shortly after that video, just because so much came up. We've been very busy, and I kind of put it on the back burner, and I really am looking forward to finishing that, so I'll be doing that within the next few weeks. But I bought another project, which is also a travel trailer, but this one's way cooler, kind of. It's not so off-grid and solar powered and all that stuff, but it's older. It's a 1956 Spartan Imperial Mansion. It's 34 feet long, it's made of aluminum, and the story about how I got it is a long story, and I'm gonna try to make it real quick. And I want to show you the project and kind of show you how I came about finding it, and I'll tell you all that real quick. I'll have to include some pictures because I didn't record a lot of it. Because I'm constantly on Craigslist and Facebook trying to find mobile homes that are in great condition or that, you know, great deals, so I can go buy them, fix them up, and then we flip them and sell them for more. So I'm on there one night looking for mobile homes, and I found a listing that was for an Airstream camper, and the guy wanted 600 bucks. So anybody that knows anything about Airstreams, they're not cheap. Even in really crappy condition, you can get one. You might still have to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for one that needs a lot of work. So this was 600 bucks. Couldn't really tell anything from it from the pictures, but I could tell that it was made of aluminum. It looked like an Airstream, so I told the guy that I would be there first thing in the morning, and I drove, it must have been 2.5 hours, somewhere up in Alabama, and I went to look at it. When I arrived to look at it, it was not an Airstream, so I was a little bit disappointed. It was also disgusting inside. The guy was like a hoarder, and there was trash outside, there was trash inside. I'll include some pictures to show you exactly how bad it was, but it was really bad. He had left food in the kitchen. There were cans of food and boxes of like pasta and things that when you picked it up, you could hear the roaches running around in the boxes. There must have been a dog living in there because there was dog fur everywhere. The smell was horrendous. It smelled like a mix of like wet dog and shampoo, and so I don't even know what else it was. It was just really bad. And anyways, I found a little nameplate on the side that said Spartan, so I looked it up and I realized that I think these things are cooler than Airstreams, and so I told him I wanted it. I put the money down, and we had to make a plan how to get it out. So the trailer itself was parked up on a hill. Somebody had backed it in like 30 or 40 years ago, whenever they did it, and they built a deck around it and they built a roof over the top of it, so it was really in there. The frame that you tow with, the front part where you I can't think of what they call it now. It's like the little triangular part at the front, the tongue, and it hooks onto your ball hitch. That part was rusted where it meets the frame, and the 4 tires on the back had dirt up about probably 6 or 7 inches up the rim, so, and they were obviously rotted and rusted, so they were like stuck in the dirt, and there was trees and brush growing all up around it. So it was one of those things that I get myself into that Steph is just like, what are you doing? You know, here we go again with another project, but I wanted it and I got it. So that's about how I found it. The process of getting it out of where it was took about, I would say 4 or 5 trips back and forth. A 3-hour ride up. I would bring all my tools and start, like the first thing I did was dig the tires out, and I had to jack it up, get the old tires off, and they had been rusted on for years, and then 2 of them came off fairly easy. The other 2 took almost a whole day of work. We got them off. Then I took those rims to a boat trailer place here in town, and I got new rims, new tires, new lug nuts, everything. Brought them back, put them on, and then we had to cut the roof off the top, and that's about that. I had to pay somebody to weld the tongue. That same guy had a huge dual F350, so I also paid him to tow it back here. So that's about where we stand. All the trash that was inside, the seller was supposed to get rid of all that trash, but obviously he didn't. He took a couple things and he left most of it. So you'll see in the pictures how most of the trash was still in there. And so once we got back here, we had a lot of work to do. Anyways, I'll throw up a couple videos now of us pulling it out and what it looked like before, and then I'll take you over there and show you what it looks like now and tell you about what plans we have for the future in the next couple months. Okay, here at the front, the guy had an air conditioner mounted here in the front, and so you can see how he put some sheet metal around his air conditioner. And so normally there's 3 windows here, one window on the side that curves around, then a big one here and another one that curves around. So got some work to do there. Down here is the tongue that I had welded on, and this plate, it's not pretty, but this plate was put on and it runs all the way down the side until it meets up on the frame to make sure that, you know, what was rusty is now covered with this. I think it's 1/4" metal. And then I had the guy weld these chains on so we could get home. So that's the front. Wow. Okay. On the side here, I actually did not break that window. I just covered it so that the rainwater doesn't get in. There you can see the cool porthole window on the door, and yeah, that's about it. Pretty big 34-foot trailer here. Now here is where it says Spartan Mansion. This used to be, I think this would have been blue and the logo would have been red, I think, or maybe the other way around. There it is. You can see it's made by the Spartan Aircraft Company, and The really cool thing about these is you can see all the rivets. They actually used aircraft grade aluminum. They were an aircraft company, and I think after the war they had extra material, and the owner decided to do this, make campers, from what I've heard. Now here is the part, you probably have a hard time seeing it here, but this I believe is the Imperial Imperial Mansion. I tried to see if Royal would fit there, but I really don't think it does, because it would be R-O, and you'd have to have the Y over here because you can see where it comes down, and then all you have left is an A, and there's a lot of space here. So I'm pretty sure it's Imperial Mansion, not Royal Mansion. And it's just weird because all the pictures that you see that look like this one say Royal Mansion. But anyways, got a lot of work to do on the door. Obviously the door handle, the original door handle is gone. This doesn't belong here. This doesn't belong, and even this patch here is all just repairs that somebody made. This is the side of the trailer that the porch was on. So there's a little bit of damage down here. You can see where we pulled it out. There's paint all on the bottom, and then over here we dented one of the side rails right there. If you look at this window here, at one point somebody replaced this with plexiglass and they cut the bar out. There's supposed to be a bar that goes through the center, and both of these windows would have tilted up. I'll show you what that looks like on the other side. There are my new tires that I put on. Rims and tires. Brand new. I think about 200 bucks each. And then we've got a couple other window repairs here. I think all of these would have originally slanted out or louvered out. This window here is really cool. It rolls down like the old car windows from inside. You can roll it down. They have it on both sides. We've got the original light there. I can back up and show this. So there we go. We've got that one over there. Cool. It's got a really neat like teardrop back side. Nothing real special on the back. Looks pretty good. These things shine up really nice. But they said it takes about 300 hours of hand shining to make it shine like a mirror. You can see how far, like, so the wheels are there. It's got to be about at least 15 feet where it just kind of hangs out over. And it really looks like it should collapse, but the steel frame is ridiculously strong. On this side, we've got another roll down window. Another, like, it kind of looks like a ship, like a porthole window type deal. And then over here are the, this is what the window on the other side should have looked like. It would have had a center piece here, and both of them come up like that. So it's a very, very large trailer, but I love it. It is so cool. So let's go inside. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Take you in the back here. This was the original door handle. It broke off, and then somebody put a padlock and another one of these. So these doors are going to need a lot of work. At this point, you've already seen what the pictures, from the pictures, what it looked like before. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the inside. I've torn out most of the floors in the back half, and we are looking down at the ground now at a rusty frame, but it's not too far gone. Something that does have to be repaired would be these leaf springs and possibly the axles and drums. I'm not sure yet. I will obviously replace the brakes, but I'm going to bring this down to the boat. There's a boat trailer repair shop in town, and that's their specialty, is working on trailers. So we've got all the interior panels out, the wood paneling, and we've got most of this back insulation out. Every night on trash night, I come get a little bit more insulation, this silver stuff, throw it in the trash. This is the master bedroom here. The bathroom goes somewhere here around where the tires are, and the kitchen was here. Kitchen was on both sides, and then down there is the dining room area, and then on the end is the living room way down. And I'll try to sprinkle in some pictures so you can see what it used to look like. Right now it's a disaster. I'll step up here. So it's got 4 or 5 of these vents up on the ceiling, which we will put in an air conditioning system probably in the front and the back, and then the rest of them will be exhaust fans. This is one of those cranks for the window. It's actually missing on that side. There's no handle. And on the side here you can see the framing. Some of it is wood and some of it is aluminum with the holes in it, and that, from what I've heard, is what they used to do on aircraft. They would drill the holes in it to prevent it from being too heavy. Harry told me that. So yeah, this was a lot of work just to get it to this, which looks horrible. This was a lot of work. I'm trying to walk up front without tripping. Okay, and it actually doesn't smell as bad right now as it used to. It used to be really bad. We're looking a lot better. So this is what the original wood looked like. It's a really nice looking wood, actually. When you see the pictures of what they look like when they're restored or in original condition, it's going to be that color. And then the ceiling panels are all curved. So what I did down the back was I kept them. All those ones there are from the back, and they're going to be my templates for when we replace it. This is what the floor looked like. It was just rotted and nasty, and somebody painted all the nice beautiful wood white at some point. So there's really no saving it, and there were so many roaches in the walls and stuff anyways, I really wouldn't want to save it. This up here would be the living room, and I don't think we're going to leave it as a living room. I think we're going to make that the dining room, and then down here we'll have some kitchen, like workspace for laptops and things like that. You stay down. Sam got a pretty nasty cut a few months ago, and I think he jumped on some kind of sheet metal in here. He caught one of his pads. But anyways, yeah, so we'll have like a workspace area here, and then further on down we'll have 2 bunk beds, a bathroom on the left, and then the master bedroom down on the end. So that's it. That's all for today. I just wanted to introduce you to the Spartan, and I will let you know what we're going to be doing in the next few days. I'm going to try to get all of that insulation out, put it out here in the yard, cover it with a piece of plastic or tarp or something so it doesn't get wet, and then once we have it all cleared out, I'll start working on the frame and get that done. The other trailer is over there. We'll work on putting the back on that hopefully in the next couple months, but in the meantime, Steph and I are going to be planting a lot of our seeds just in case we have to be quarantined or we don't want to go out too much. We've got thousands of seeds here that she hasn't planted, so every year she buys a ton of seeds, and then sometimes she doesn't plant them all, so some of them may or may not sprout, but we're going to be busy doing that tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and post a video of that for anybody who's bored, sitting at home, might want to watch us plant seeds. You can come watch us plant seeds. If anybody wants to come down here, come on down and help us out. We'd appreciate it. We've got a very large garden, and now that Joe's gone, it's just me and Steph in the garden, so we need all the helping hands we can get. So anybody that's off work that needs a little vacation, come on down. That's about it for today. I hope everybody's doing well, and we will see you soon.